All right, tutorial video for finding and citing sources via App State Library database. In this video, we're going to access the databases, set up for an advanced search, click for peer-reviewed and full text articles, refine parameters for when the article is published, look for and download a copy, do a citation for the works cited and references page, and then if you've got any requests, let me know and I'll try to get you a new video. So as I start to look for articles, App State Library. So I'm going to be on the main page and I'm going to go to advanced search. I need to log in. Got my Duo push login. And so the advanced search gives me these three categories. And so, for example, if I write the word composition, you can get a PhD in composition. There are composition courses. But if I only use composition, then I'm going to get things about art. I'm going to get a lot of stuff that doesn't have to do with writing. So the advanced search helps me narrow my search. And so I'm adding writing and digital to narrow my search to give me articles that are more about what I'm interested in. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to look for full text, and I'm going to look for peer-reviewed. And sometimes I want to not read things that are 25 years old. So I'm going to change this to January of the year 2010. Now I'll get everything in the last 10 years. You know, that could, I might only want to look in the last 2 years. I might be willing to read the last 50. Okay, so there's a lot of other search things that you could take a look at. Let's check on our to-do list. We're into the databases. We set up an advanced search. We clicked for peer-reviewed and full text. We changed the date for when an article was published. So now I'm coming back over here and I'm going to search. And so here are some of the results. And let's look at that real quick. Digital storytelling, boosting literacy practices. This is the title of the article. Here are the authors. It is from HOW How Journal. Here's the page numbers that article goes. So a lot of the stuff I need right here for citation is there. I often been looking for these PDF full text. A lot of times I can, if I go to linked full text, I can still find something, but this is really great when I see the PDF full text, especially if I'm working on an assignment where I'm not super picky about what I'm looking for. For example, just browsing articles in the major. So I can click on this, and it's just like I'm holding that article, and I can download this article to my computer, and I can go digital writing, you know, whatever I want to call it. I'm putting this on the desktop. I save it. Let's check that out real quick. So I go desktop, digital writing, and here's the article. So I can print that out. I can write on that. I could use a digital annotator. If in 2 weeks, you know, the subscriptions that the library has to articles changes, I've still got this article. I'll be able to access it easy as I continue to work on my various projects. So let's go back and now think a little bit about making a works cited page. So I'm still working with this digital storytelling boosting literacy practices. If I click on that, now there's a lot of things I can do over to the right, but let's say that I want to cite. You know, I'm gonna make a works cited page for an MLA paper. I'm going to make a references page for an APA paper. So I click to Cite, and I scroll down here, and I'm looking for MLA. And here we are. I can copy that. And I already had, so I'm going to center Works Cited. Sometimes I ask students to go 12-point font because I'm old, and it's easier for me to read stuff. But I've got this on 12-point font. I'm going to paste it. I've got a little bit of a mess here. A lot of times students don't bother to clean this up. It's highlighted in gray, so I'm going to highlight that by selecting it, and I'm going to change this highlight color to none. I do have a period at the end. I don't need the reverse indent, especially because we're almost always heading to our portfolio, which is more like online writing, where you tend to see extra spaces instead of hanging indents. That depends on your professor. So this is Arial. What did I do my paper in? Oh, sorry, I know what it is. This is Arial, and it's not 12. So I'm going to make that match. A lot of times, again, this will be different fonts, different sizes. So I've got Gonzalez here. And then don't forget that goes in alphabetical order. So if I'm going, to a different author, if I start grabbing more articles, all alphabetized by author's last name. Okay, so I did the MLA. Now, if I'm doing an APA paper, then I am looking for the APA reference, which is different. Here it is. So I'm copying, and notice they remind you that that's called a references page. So I'm copying that citation. I've got a different Google Doc here for my APA example. I'm centering that. I'm calling it references. I'm going Arial 12. I'm not super picky on fonts as long as I can read it. Maybe I'm picky about size of font. And so I paste that. Then I have that same little process where I select it by highlighting it, which is not the same as like highlighting it with a color. I choose no highlight. I change that font from 10 to 12. And so now if I go find Abbott, Abbott would go in front of Gonzalez. If I find Johnson, I would be going after Gonzalez. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. Let's go back to see our to-do list. So we accessed databases. We set up for an advanced search. We clicked for peer-reviewed and full text. We refined for parameters of when the article was published. We downloaded a PDF copy, which I could email, print out, etc. I did a works cited and references citation. So I'm Bill Torgerson. You can go to thetorg.com if you don't have my email to give me a request, and maybe we'll do another video for you. Take care. Have a good day. Hope you found this helpful.